Top tips for reducing added sugars. Tucking into a tub of ice cream, a packet of Skittles, or a slice of pavlova without questioning, you know you're probably eating too much added sugar. However, excessive amounts of the sweet stuff can creep into our everyday foods without us even realizing it in the products that appear to be healthy. So in fact, Australians overconsume free and added sugars, surpassing the recommendation of 6 teaspoons or 25 grams per day, and too much can lead to serious health consequences. So many products are marketed as healthy, and it makes reducing the intake of added sugars more challenging. So if you're going to eat added sugar, you want to know what you are eating, and when you are eating added sugars, not to have it hidden away beneath the veil of a natural and healthy product claims. To learn how to keep free and added sugars intake to a minimum, I'm going to help you out. My first tip is make sure that you understand what added versus natural sugar. Make sure that we want to know the difference between added sugars and those naturally occurring in whole foods. Added and free sugars are ingredients added to food or drink products by a manufacturer, cook, or consumer. Free sugars also include juices and concentrates, honey, and syrups. Intake of added and free sugars should be limited. Naturally occurring sugars are found in whole foods such as fruit, vegetables, whole grains, and dairy, and they are bundled up with other nutrients such as water, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which are all beneficial to our health to be a normal part of a healthy diet. Next tip, learn how to read a label. So reading products labels, checking the ingredients list for the many names for added sugars, as well as the nutritional information panel for total sugar content. Remembering 4.2 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon, and we aim to limit the added sugar intake to 6 teaspoons or 25 grams per day. More broadly, foods considered low sugar are those that contain 5 grams or less of a total sugar per 100 grams. Next tip, shop from the supermarket perimeter. Focus your regular supermarket shop on these areas to supply the majority of your daily diet. It includes fresh fruit, vegetables, and other products like dairy and meat. Pantry staples such as nuts, seeds, beans, eggs, tinned fish, and good quality olive and coconut oils may require an additional middle aisle adventure. But mostly when you're shopping, try to just stick to the outside of the shop. You don't need to go in those middle aisles. Eat mostly real and whole foods. If the majority of food you consume each day is real and whole food, then you're already eating a low sugar diet, and there is little room left for the heavily processed, sugar-laden stuff. Have fun in the kitchen by playing with ways to make food flavorful and reduce the sweet stuff. But if you have something packaged, processed, or loaded with sugar, just enjoy it. Don't be hard on yourself and eat something more nourishing for your next meal. Next tip. Enjoy fiber, protein, and healthy fats. To help curb cravings at each meal, make sure you're getting in whole food sources of fiber, healthy fats, and protein like avocados, almonds, and free-range eggs. Such food will lead to you feeling fuller for longer and stabilizing your energy, lessening the likelihood of reaching for a quick sugary fix later on. Okay, next one. Occasion processed foods and sugary things is okay on occasions. Our bodies are increasingly resilient. Remember this when you find yourself having some added sugar. Please do not beat yourself up about it. It is not worth it. While some feel better off not having any at all, for most, a little ain't going to break the health bank. Listen to your body and find a balance. If you feel like a dessert when you're out with friends, or you want to make something sweet, if you have afternoon tea at work, then have it and enjoy it. The most important is to keep avoiding added sugars from creeping into your diet every day. Okay, the next tip is avoid sugary drinks. The quickest and the easiest way to cut down on added and free sugars is kicking the sugary drinks. Replace a bubbly soft drink with a plain soda. You can have it infused with berries or herbs or spices such as mint, those types of things. And if you're ready, if you really want a juice, enjoy one that is freshly pressed and watered down. De-stressing and unwinding. Stress eating is common, and often we reach for sugary foods for a mood boost. Undertaking a stress relieving activity that suits you, such as meditation, deep breathing, walking, a yoga class, or having a cup of tea with a friend who makes you feel really good. Very beneficial to help you from reaching for that sugary treat. Staying hydrated. If your body isn't adequately hydrated, we're most likely to feel hungry. And lots of times we mistaken hunger when we're actually thirsty. So if it's not adequately hydrated, we are more likely to feel hungry, foggy-headed, and have low energy. It increases the likelihood of eating more foods or reaching for foods and drinks high in added sugars for a quick pick-me-up. Grab your water bottle and enjoy some water. And lastly, be kind to yourself. If you do have a little more of the sweet stuff than intended, ditch the guilt or the stress surrounded by that. That can be just as damaging as that not so great food cycle, and make a great food choice the next time you're choosing something to eat. Overall, we want to make sure we reacquainted ourselves with subtle sweetness that's offered in the whole foods, such as sweet potato, fruit, and spices like cinnamon and vanilla. But if you are going to use a sweetener, use it sparingly and choose one that is minimally processed. I'm not here to tell you that you're going to have to stop eating sugar or cut out sugar completely. We do remember that the guidelines say that there is 6 teaspoons per day. The aim is to increase your awareness of where added sugar hides and reduce your intake overall, as it's in the excess consumption of added or free sugars along with the processed and packaging foods that they all come with that contributes to poor health. For your health, keep an eye out for added and free sugars. Limit your intake to 6 teaspoons per day. And above all, be kind to yourself.